A little bit better. Good morning, and day 3 of competition is here. Body's feeling good, slept well, and we have one more day of fun in amongst it with everyone to enjoy. Thankfully today as well is finished. It starts later and finishes earlier than the rest of the days, so it doesn't feel like it's such as long of a day, and it's something we can just look forward to and really enjoy. It's nice to know that Torian have now finally put up the live streams of all of the, at least the pros, individuals on the YouTube channel, so people have something other than my face to be watching for most of the Torian Pro 2025 viewing. And better news is that we get to be on that live stream for our last workout today, so we will be heading over to the arena shortly at 10-ish. We'll then compete in our 5th workout, which is a totally conditioning based workout, a real grunty one, and we'll see how Maddie's ankle holds up on that, and that'll be just before midday, around 11:55. Have about a 2-hour gap, and our last workout, the final, which is going to be the real fun one, which is live on KO Sports, which will be on the arena floor. The mixture of heavy farmers carries and ring muscle ups. The real tester to finish the weekend is what have you got left? How does your grip hold? How does that then impact the ring muscle ups? And we'll see a lot of people going for it, and I've got a feeling I'll be one of them. Why not? It's the last one. I've really enjoyed doing these vlogs, and I've had 1 or 2 people coming up to me actually at Torian saying that they've seen these vlogs, so that's a bit of a change to the dynamic that I'm used to, that my YouTube vlogs are reaching people that I would never have otherwise conversed with. So it's nice that it raises some kind of awareness to whatever this movement and assistance to whatever this tournament is. We're just going to try and enjoy the last of it, really. So thank you again, and I'll say that for the end of the video also. 1 more day to go, 2 more workouts with the team, and that will close out our efforts for this year. And one thing I'm definitely mindful of over the past few days is a lacking of protein. You have some eggs, some chicken, but not a lot of it. So stay for breakfast to this with some leafy greens, because you opt for a lot of the fast carbs, which are really digestible and provide fast energy. But what you do forget is the substance required from your bigger meals, which helps to support the longevity of the journey and give you actually more energy than you think you should have. So here's to coming a long way from cereal for breakfast to now steak and spinach. Yay.
This guy we can finally see.
Finally. I'm back amongst it, and the sun is staying out. It's a good start.
Do you want to take my stuff down and I'll get some coffees?
That was short-lived. Looks like the weather's about to turn. That's all warming up. Yeah, in the warm-up area. There he goes. It's certainly got a busy feel to it. For a good start to the day. And our 5th of 6 workouts starts shortly.
Move it or lose it. Number 5. Their pairs. Once the pairs are done, they now from the squeeze up the fast forward to 10, Sigma 30. Lane number 5, 38, 50, the first hit onto the burpees. And the flight reach to break here for lane number 4 for their burpees before they start their finishers. Lane 2 here now. Between lanes 2 and 8, let's get behind them. Good morning, everybody. Second. And they're coming in close to lane number 5, 386.
I'll admit, after that first one, it was touch and go whether I felt like I was going to survive the weekend. I died a slow death. The worm absolutely killed me. I wasn't efficient. I was being penalised for my lockouts, and that made my job harder than the rest, and I couldn't recover between the rounds. I had to take a good bit of time getting sugars back in the system, trying to re-warm back up for the next hour or 2 before going into our last one of the weekend, which was out on the competition floor. Well, I've just been rowing next to Gimme Hurdles. I did a little cool down after my workout to come back to life, and he was doing his warm up for his next workout. I'm taller, he's bigger, everything else.
Back on the competition floor once again.
And our first males in our 17 protein.
Your athlete that's strongest on the rings first to do that big set of 18.
Cam Kuzla doing just that for Create Fit. Not seeing too much urgency in getting the tag to the partner. Seems to be the farmer's handles go down over the line at the back end of the lane, preparing herself to jump in. Nathan Clements, far left of screen, looking very comfortable at the top position. Rings in nice and close, just makes that dip out so much easier.
He's got really smooth kipping motion as he's finishing his swing up onto the rings. He's using the legs out the back to kip up to the top of the dip. We see as athletes start to pause in the middle of the rings at the bottom of the dip, it just makes it so much harder to lock out, and that's when you see athletes starting to really fatigue out and struggle to lock the elbows out on top.
Roman Kipriotis on the far right for 244, just taking a break. Nathan Clements, no issue, jumping, Create Fits into the lead. Tina Swift and Maddie Huggins still to come. Maddie Huggins here on the competition floor last year. As the ladies get to... Get over the finish line, tag off, Jade Williams is in, Maddie Huggins will finish things off. Both these athletes, they have been here on the floor as individuals. Huggins doing it easy in the middle for Create Fits. Good first set. Clever.
She's just getting to that sticky point at the top of the rings where the lockouts get...
The final rep, cleverly splitting them up 1 and 1. Create Fits. Now, you thought that was the tough stuff. You've still got to get the farmer's handle. Spread 2.0 down the floor. It's carried. Huggins done. Time is up. Yes! Well under the time cap. 11:33.
That's it, done. Finishing off in style. We won our heat. We each had our own turn at the workout, which was carry, ring muscle ups carry, and I absolutely loved it. Cam had 18 to do, he did 17 and 1. I had 15 to do, I did 10 and 5, and then the ladies did their best, and we finished in around 11 minutes 20, which I think is maybe a top 10, top 8 finish. It sets us up for a really good finish. I think we're something around maybe top 15, which we'd have taken that before this weekend. It's good stuff. A little bit more to go. Bella's still going. I'm catching the last of the individuals this weekend. And yep, I deserve this. Well, cheers teammate. The last of the weekend finishes up with the males heat starting now.
Of 3 minutes and 18 seconds. Will be better at the side by side as they make their way online.
this one. Is she going broken? That means you've got to do it as well.
Means I do.
All right, they are out onto their muscle ups. Receive one through the top.
Oh my god, I'm broken to start with.
He's halfway through. Tina, start to enjoy. Tina clear and now Tina jumps up onto the rings. Let's count them out.
Of course you do these are broken.
2, 3, 4.
Go on! One more.
End of an era on all these people. How do you feel?
Just thank you so much for turning out for me, guys.
From 2015 to now, what's some of your fondest memories of the Torian Pro?
You know, I wasn't at every single one of them, but, you know, hearing Gracie today just talking about that confidence, you know, 2015 I got that opportunity to build on that confidence and, you know, it led me into such an incredible career. And Torian Pro is a platform for athletes to embark on a career that they couldn't even begin to imagine. A lot of us here go to school, we go to uni, we go to, you know, to TAFE, get a trade, get a qualification, and then, you know, think that that's what we have to do for the rest of our lives. And just out of nowhere, CrossFit came into my life, and I was a lab technician doing shift work, and all of a sudden went to the Torian Pro, and then I came second at the CrossFit Games, and it didn't just happen just like that, right? But moral of the story is the Torian Pro creates dreams and turns dreams into reality, and I just will be forever grateful. And, you know, to end it here in front of a home crowd and just walk away with my heart just so full of love and just admiration and just gratitude. And it's like I said before, it's a dream come true that I didn't even realize I was about to.
It is this one, hands down, and I'm so thankful that you have been part of it for so long. Thank you.
Speaking on behalf of all the athletes, like, we really, really appreciate it, and man, it's just, like I said before, you're making our dreams turn into a reality, and we thank you so much for that. So here's the Torian Pro.
Only total one additional girl who's got a ticket to the game. There's 2 tickets. So who's got the other female ticket?
Isaac Newman!
Has he not on the podium. What's that?
Your second male athlete, representing the Oceania region at the 2025 CrossFit Games, Peter Allen. Your first female to represent the Oceania region, once again, Emily DeRoy. And with this one, Emily's worked out, she is the greatest of all time. Once more, put your hands together for Tia Claire Toomey. There are your 4 athletes from the Oceania region who will represent us at the 2025 CrossFit Games.
It's confusing. She's been announced, but it was never confirmed that she was going. So I think they got a little more confirming to do to the crowd. I don't get it.
Out onto the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, your pro, in first place, winning 5 from 6 events. Your first 3-peat champion female of the Torian Pro, the Toomey Trophy, presented by her dad, the greatest of all time to do the sport, Tia Claire Toomey. That will now present Tia with the Toomey Trophy.
That is it. The end of competition for the weekend. We still don't even know where we finished. The leaderboard still isn't even out. We'll find out shortly. Team feed. Time for Italian food. Scratch that. Too busy. Come here instead. Peace bless. Is there any other option? Press to order the specials which we recommend dine in and pick up. I might get a vegetarian pizza. Talking. So we're taking this sign then.
I think that is already added extra carry.
Sweet.
$5.
Not bad. Someone's having it. Good morning. And the weekend is done. We took it easy last night. It's a long weekend on the body and on the mind as well. You don't realise you're constantly absorbing things and the energy that takes from you, which you just need to recover well from. As you can probably tell with a little bit of my voice. We fly home shortly and I can't believe that it's been and gone. That I can now say I've competed in the Torian Pro as a team member of a team that's, in the grand scheme of preparations, probably underprepared comparative to the teams that would be in the real top ends who probably trained year round for this. We definitely hadn't done that. We all trained individually year round, but the collective effort of the team, communication, all the different elements that comprise the successful team is something that is worked on year round. So with that being the factor, we can be very happy with the fact that we placed in the top 15 of the teams for the Torian Pro for this year. So top 15 team in the Oceania region. I'll be honest, I thought I would get to this point and think that I had maybe eclipsed a sort of chapter and maybe notched this part of my life, that it was, you know, the final position I was going to get to. And, you know, I don't know if my level will ever get higher than that. I don't think I'll ever get to the games or anything like that. But one thing I do find is that I very much enjoyed that feeling of being out on the arena floor, the bigger floor of the competition floors, and having the crowd there, a big crowd who were cheering knowing there's a select group that are there for you and they're cheering you, and the need to perform on that stage is unparalleled. It's the single best experience, which I managed to have twice, that I've had in my past 7 years of being involved in the sport of CrossFit. And I'll be honest, I don't want it to be done there. So after here, I'm not sure what the plans are, but it is one I'm excited about. There is something to come out of this. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's going to be something. Let's see where that takes us. And of course, over the weekend, we saw the likes of the big name athletes staking their claim. We saw Ricky Garrard going for the three-peat, becoming the only male to win the Torian Pro 3 times so far. He put on a dominant performance all weekend, and it was really good to see. We saw Jay Crouch taking close, Guy Heros putting on a show, which was really good. I managed to row next to him for about 2 minutes of the whole weekend, so that's my claim to fame. And then we saw Tia-Clair Toomey taking on the win, which was the undoubted end result of her success and dominance of the female division, which you can't help but wonder where it will go from here once she's done, because that was her last Torian Pro, and she has now accepted her games ticket as well. So we will see one more year of Tia-Clair Toomey at the CrossFit Games, which is not a bad result from the weekend. I would just like to circle back and thank you all for the support, viewing, engagement on these videos that I did as a mini series just for the Torian Pro. I just did this just to see, one, if I had the ability to make something that was entertaining, engaging, and that what people would want to see, to depict my journey and a little bit of what everyone else's journey is experiencing the Torian Pro for the first time, and for, you know, however many other times for many other people. To show people what was going on, to show people the perspective of the athletes and the behind the scenes, if you will, and the thoughts, the strategies, how you feel after workouts, that kind of stuff, because I realize it's not for everyone, but there is a group of people out there who I do feel will benefit from these experiences. It just so happens it reached more people, and that's only down to people like yourself watching this video now who make that possible. So I just want to say one more time, thank you very much for that, and I guess I'll see you on the next one.